What's up, guys? Welcome to Memes and Post. Let's get started. Ice Cream Man pulls up, and you can only choose one. What's it going to be? Uh, the first time I ever got to see an Ice Cream Man, I was like in my 20s. Like where I lived, there was no such thing as the ice cream truck. It didn't come by. We lived in a small town, and there was no ice cream truck. When I got older, like in my 20s, in the same town, we got an ice. Fucking shit. Sorry about that. In the same town I lived in when I was a kid, they got an ice cream truck when I was in my 20s. So that's the first time I ever actually got to uh, have an ice cream truck. And I think I got the I don't know what it's called, but it's like a cookie with the ice cream in the middle. It was like a chocolate chip cookie, and then it had ice cream and then a chocolate chip cookie. So good. But if I only got to choose from the ones that are here, probably go with the push up. When I was a kid, that was one of my favorite ice creams. So definitely go with the push up. I've never tried the vampire one. I don't think I've ever ate that ever. Like I've tried all these other ones, but the vampire one I've never tried ever. So kind of want to try it now just because it's on here and I've never tried it. But which one would you guys pick? Before cell phones and social media, this is how we figured out where the squad was at. Yes, your friends would be gone and you'd be late to get out of the house because you had to do dishes or finish your homework or something, and your squad already left. So all you had to do is ride your bike around until you found the squad's bikes laying somewhere, and that's where everybody was. So definitely a better time in life. You had to actually know people. You had to actually talk to people. Now people don't even talk to people anymore. It's all on a phone. Probably the best time to be alive. The 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s. 2000s when it all started going downhill, guys. So definitely in the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. I was born at the end of 79. So I grew up in the 80s and early 90s. Like I graduated in 98. So I grew up definitely in the 80s and 90s. And definitely the best time in history, probably. The 80s and 90s. Life was pretty good. If you recognize these bad boys, you qualify for your senior discount. Oh, shit. I don't know all these characters. So, The Simpsons, that's Bart. And the guy that's behind Beavis and Butthead is on The Simpsons, but I can't think of his name. Then we got Beavis and Butthead, Dennis the Menace. The rest of them aren't here. I don't know them. So, let me know in the comments if you guys know who they are. What's your favorite childhood memory? Me, not paying bills. Oh, fuck yeah. My favorite childhood, like, not paying bills is definitely number one, but my favorite childhood memory is my dad and my mom for, like, a whole day before they took us to Six Flags for the first time. They were telling us things that we were going to do when we went on this trip, and there was always these they'd give us hints, and finally, like, me and my brother never figured it out until we got within eyesight of Six Flags, and then we figured it out. But for a whole day before we went, my parents gave us hints all day long, and then we got it was so fun. It was so fun. All right, let's settle this once and for all. What color folder is math? Red or blue would have been what I would have picked when I was a kid. Definitely would have probably went more with red. Although reading was red also, I think, when I was a kid. So, who remembers them? I have no idea about this cartoon at all. I don't think I've ever even watched an episode of this cartoon, so I couldn't even tell you what this cartoon is. This was the best school breakfast. Nobody can change my mind. So I don't remember us having pizza for breakfast when I was in school. We did have a breakfast. You could go to breakfast if you got to school early enough. My bus always got there with like 10 or 15 minutes before you had to be in class. And so we didn't have a shot to go to breakfast. But I don't think they had pizza for breakfast. But every time you went to lunch, you could have this pizza every day. And here's the last one for this video, guys. Kids these days with their fancy Fortnite skins will never know the joy of seeing Mario explore inexplicably dressed like a freaking flying raccoon for the first time. It was so, like, Mario, we had Mario 1, which was freaking awesome. Mario 2, which I just thought it sucked. And then we had Super Mario. Did we have... I think there was a Super Mario 3 before Super Mario World. Super Mario 3 is when this first... I think when the raccoon came out for the first time. And it was so awesome. So awesome. Such fun times. Like, comment, and share, guys. If you want to support my channel, you can do so through my Cash App or my shop. Both links are in the description, or super thanks. If you guys want to text me, my text now number is in the description. Feel free to text me. And we'll see you guys out in the next video. Peace.